everyone, welcome to another segment of Science with Kendall. Today we're going to be doing a really cool experiment. So when people say that science isn't magical, this will definitely prove them wrong. So today what we're going to do is we're going to make an eggshell disappear. And it's going to leave behind the egg still fully intact. So the science behind this is the eggshell is actually made of calcium carbonate. And when we put it in vinegar, which is an acid, or has acidity, the calcium carbonate will actually break down into calcium ions as well as carbon dioxide gas. So we'll be seeing that when we put the eggshell or the egg inside of the vinegar. Okay. So now we're going to get to the experiment part. We're going to start with some white vinegar, a mason jar, make sure it has the lid as well as a little ring inside, and one fresh egg. So what we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to open up the mason jar, and we're going to pour in some white vinegar. You want to make sure you leave about ½ an inch from the top. This is extremely important because part of the reaction that's going to occur is the carbon dioxide is going to be released. So you want to make sure that it has room to do so. I'm just going to go ahead and pour in. Probably good. Okay. We're going to go ahead, gently place our egg inside. And then this is the second important thing that you need to make sure you do. When you put on the lid, you don't want to put it on too tight because again, there will be carbon dioxide being released. So you want to make sure it has some avenue to escape the mason jar. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to be patient and wait for 48 hours, and then we'll check back in with our egg and see what happens. All right. All right, so now we've waited our 48 hours. So if you take a closer look, you can actually see that the eggshell has mostly dissolved. We'll have to take the rest of it off here shortly. But you can still see some of the bubbles on top of the egg and the eggshell. This is actually the carbon dioxide gas being separated from the calcium carbonate. And what's happening is the carbon dioxide gas is actually being released through this loosely tied, this loosened jar lid, and it's being released into the air, while the calcium ions are actually still inside the water. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take our egg out. It's got kind of a gelatin feeling. And now I'm just going to put it over this empty bowl here. Just kind of clean off the egg. Move it around a little bit. All right. Get a paper towel real quick. So if you take a close look, I still have the actual egg, and you can kind of see the egg yolk inside moving around. So it's basically like a little bouncy ball, but the shell is gone. So the membrane has stayed fully intact. You can actually bounce this. If you do this at home, make sure you do it in the sink or in like some sort of Tupperware, because it will eventually crack and you'll have quite the mess on your hands. But if you see, let's put this back in here real quick. So we're gonna bounce it in here. You see how it just kind of, and then it eventually will crack. So, I hope you all learned something. I hope you guys give it a try. It's really fun and it's really neat. If you have children, it's definitely gonna be a fun little experiment for them, especially when they get to bounce the egg at the end. So, until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, enjoy the rest of your day.